Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to my Game of Thrones Legends mobile game content. So today, folks, I want to do a little play session with you. I want to relax and have a little fun and not try to be so serious about everything. Gonna go in here and let's do a trial together. Let's do one of the cool trials. Let's do one of the ones that actually give you some really good rewards. So I'm going to push through this trial with you, and we're going to do it together. So let's go. All right, he's telling us about the story. I don't think I'm going to use this team right now for that. I'm going to change it up just a little bit. Probably going to use, whoops, I didn't mean to go there. Probably going to use my Danny. Why does it keep going there? Oh, stupid. Wow, what is going on? I guess I'm having an issue with BlueStacks here. Okay, there we go. Finally, got my team set how I want it. Going to use this team because it's honestly just pretty fast for me. I'll probably just let it play auto for the first few matches because they're going to be easy. One of the things you got to keep in mind if you're wanting to do a trial like this, excuse me, like this one or the Into Essos trial. This one is the unpaid debt, and at the end of it you're going to get enduring, and at the end you're going to get some shards for Walder Frey. Well, that's not really anybody I personally care about. I do care about these summon tokens, these skill books, the silver, obviously, the gold. So those are the things that I'm actually doing this for mainly. And when you do the unpaid debt and when you do the Into Essos, which is the other one that we have that gives these good, you know, the extended trial thing, you need to be conscious of how much energy you have, or have a refill handy if you want to complete the whole thing at once, because it takes quite a bit of energy. I think they designed these to actually be playable over a few days to kind of, you know, give you something to work towards in a few days. I'm just going to burn through it real quick here because I want to get through it and I want to do it with you guys. So normally I'd probably just use my energy pool and then let it fill back up and then hit it again when it's full again and all that kind of stuff, because I wouldn't normally waste an energy refill for this because it has quite a long timer. Right now I'm showing that I have 4 days and 35 minutes left, but when this thing dropped it had like almost 10 days or something like that. I've just kind of hung on to it so that I could make this video with you when I had time to make one, and it's my weekend right now, so I've got time to sit down and actually play a little bit. So let's get some of those good juicy rewards. You probably can come up with a team build that would go through this a lot faster. I just personally right now I like to use this team still because this is my all AoE team, and it's pretty fast, honestly. I know it could be faster if I used a green team or something, but I just really don't have a great green team right now. I am working on building one up. I am late to the game on that, I know, but I just didn't have the money whenever all that stuff dropped, and I couldn't take advantage of those awesome deals. I wish I could have, because we'll not see those deals again until next year, probably not even on the same people, so basically you'll never see those good deals again probably. By that time next year, the greens probably won't be as amazing as they are right now anyway, because I'm sure they will go through some kind of balances by then. Surely they won't let the greens remain broken for that long. Ugh. Man, I'm having trouble breathing today. Ugh. My weather in my area is either hot or cold, and it just constantly flip-flops on me, making it rough to actually be able to breathe at any point. So this party's working through these mobs pretty quick. I have the sound turned off on this right now so that it won't drown out the commentary. So sorry if you like the sound on. I normally do have the sound on when I play because I like it, honestly. I like to hear the gems explode. My son, our men are failing to extract the toll. Ride out and aid them. Basically, ride out and get my money. I won't disappoint you, Father. Yes, we will see. I will be very disappointed I'm forced to intervene in the matter myself. Yeah, you're such a bad rear end. I never really liked the phrase in the Game of Thrones Legends, or the Game of Thrones HBO series. It's been so long since I read the books, I don't even really remember a lot of that stuff that went on in the actual book lore. I know it's probably quite a bit different from the HBO series because, I mean, you just have to condense it all to make it into a series, and it was like 8 seasons, so that was pretty amazing that it ran that long. But still, the books are still a huge amount of lore, much more so than the shows. But I never really cared for the phrase in the series. I always thought they were just kind of conniving and evil, and I never really got into them. I was very happy to see them get theirs at the hands of Arya. That was pretty cool. I liked that a lot. Obviously, most of us that are playing this game and are into the lore know what happened at the Red Wedding. So yeah, that betrayal definitely earned them a necktie for sure. And Arya delivered. God, she's so cool. That's one of the coolest characters in the series, honestly, in my opinion. I don't know. I think she was cool in the lore of the books, too. Maisie Williams was the girl that played Arya in this HBO series. She did a really good job. I don't really know much about her outside of the series, but I really liked her in that role. I think she played it well, really. All right, Davos, go see what's afoot. Okay, I'm out of energy, so I'm going to do a refill because I want to keep on going until I get to the end of this. I got a few to burn, so it's not going to kill me to burn a couple for a video. We're doing it live. Going to do it together. I haven't even touched a gym match yet. I've been playing on auto. And, you know, I don't have the strongest team in the world. I'm just average, honestly, if you want to know the truth. I'm basically the new average. I used to be top tier, but I have not spent the kind of money it takes to be top tier right now. So I'm honestly just average. So if you guys could put together a team kind of like this, then you could blaze through this as fast as I am too. Why don't you call your father out here so we can talk about this like men? Yeah. No doubt. I want to stick my pointy end of my sword through you. That's what he's saying, basically. All right. I'm bored sitting here letting the auto run, so I'm going to take it under control right here. Auto probably do a faster job than me. Come on. Go, go. I hate it when it holds you back from going when you got them loaded up and you want to go. I wonder if sometimes when you flood the board with like 4 or 5 different hero skills at once, if it actually registers it all. I've wondered that sometimes. Because I've often had a situation where I had so many, like 4 or 5 heroes loaded up at once, and I go through and just click them in the order I want them to go, and then the enemies that I thought should have been defeated aren't defeated. So sometimes I kind of wonder if some of that damage actually just kind of gets bugged out and don't register when you do that. I don't know. I've seen a lot of people that like to actually take their time and let each attack play out before they go, but I'm always in a hurry for speed. I always want to get stuff done fast because I got a lot of stuff going on and I got a lot of content to get through, so I'm never really that guy that sits there and analyzes every single turn. I just do it because I don't really have to ever worry about getting beat too much. Where the challenge really comes in for me is competing in the events. That's where the biggest challenge is, I think, right now, honestly. I mean, yes, there is some story content that I haven't beat yet, but I mean, that's just based on the power of your account, and you can only go so far until you hit a power wall. But the events are pretty much the best form of competition in the game right now, if you want my opinion, because raids have just turned into whoever spends the most gold, so that's not even really a thing anymore. Raids used to be fun because it used to matter what you did, but now it's just whoever spends the most gold. So events are kind of the best form of competition right now, I think. All that might change soon, though, because if you're a member of my Discord, you saw on my Discord where we leaked an image that's been floating around of the new towers mechanic that's coming out. We've learned that the towers mechanic is coming out on this Monday. And if you want to, you can check my description for a link to my Discord, and you can see that graphic that we have found that shows the invite that people will be receiving this Monday. We've also been able to determine that they are going to go out Monday. They were not slated to go out for a while, like March or something like that is the last word we had on it, but from our research, in other words, it wasn't from the developers, and they've moved it up quite a bit, so they must be really confident with the progress they've made on the game mode itself to be able to bump it up that far, because that's like 2 months earlier than it was slated to be released before. So you can go to my Discord and see the leak on that graphic if you want, and then Monday just be watching your account. Monday is the day that those are supposed to go out. It looks like it's going to be a situation where it's really going to piss a lot of people off, because it's going to be a only some people get it type situation like what they normally do. And that's so frustrating when they do that, because all that does is just make the community hate the process, and just it's just not good for business, and I don't know why they continue to do it that way. I imagine they save money using people as testers and not have to actually hire testers. I get that. But when players are sitting there watching other players play content that they desperately want to play, and they know that they can't have it yet, it just really chaps their hide. And I just don't understand how that can be good for business. But what do I know? That's big business, son. Okay, so the energy cost of these battles is getting pretty high. This one was 10 energy, but yeah, you can see it was a really good reward. So yeah, it was worth 10 energy for sure, but I don't know if I'm gonna spend another energy refill to get through this thing or not. I really need to, because that's what I planned on making the video. So I guess I'm gonna have to stick to my guns on this and go ahead and blow through it with you guys so that we can get to the end together, because I said I would, and I always keep my word. So we'll do that. It's gonna cost me one more energy refill though. That's okay. I got like, I don't know, 30 something of them probably. I honestly really shouldn't have that many energy refills, because I should be burning them up, because I'm currently, what is going on? Where are my enemies? My enemies are invisible. Wow, I do not know what's going on right now. There we go. I really shouldn't have that many energy refills. I should be burning them up, because I actually need to level Ned's skill up to 8. And I need like, gosh, I don't know, a bunch more books to do that. I'm actually curious to look at that, because I want to know where I'm at on that. So let's pop out of here real quick. $100. It's an okay deal, I guess, but I'm not gonna. I may do some spending in the next couple of days, because today is the 26th, and that means that Stannis shows up tomorrow. So if you're interested in getting you some Stannis, tomorrow's the day. Okay, he is level 8 right now, and I want to level it up to level 9. I need 175, and I've got 91, so I need like, I don't know, 80 something, 90 skill books. So I really should be farming that, because I would love nothing better than to get his skill up to 9. I'm really close to getting him his 7th star. He's going to be my first one to 7, I'm pretty sure, because nobody else is even close. Sam is, but I don't even use Sam, but he's going to be my first to 7, I think. Yeah, he's definitely going to be my first 7-star Ned, and that's a good fitting character to be there too, because he's really good. He's worth it. One of the cool things about Ned is that he's also in the purple token summons, which is honestly not that glorious for any other character. There's really no other character that I can think of off the top of my head that's worth your purple tokens, in my opinion, honestly. So that summons has always just kind of been meh, except for Ned. Ned is the one redeeming factor of that summons. Come on. Ned makes the purple tokens worth it, for sure. I've used him in a lot of my parties. Now that I'm working on greens, I am kind of getting away from that though, but he is still an integral component of my legendary assault team, because right now I'm still using an ice composition for my assault team. Oh yeah, while I'm at it, I want to give a shout out to my house. I'm really proud of them. We're on 9 skull dragons right now. They finally bridged the gap on the 8 skull Viserion. We beat him quite handily last time, and then we got to advance finally. We're now doing 9 skull dragons. So as an alliance, or as a house, I should say, we're reaching the top tier of content. So that's very awesome. Three-Eyed Ravens is almost at the point that we're pushing 3 million on our medal count. One of our houses that we're really friendly with is Night's Watch, and they're basically the premier house in the game. They've had a lot of world firsts as far as content and stuff like that, and they're just amazing. They recently broke through 3 million medals on their house, and I honestly think that they are the first one in the world to do that. I was talking to their leader the other day, and he showed me that, and I was like, wow, dude, that's amazing. I think they're the first house in the world, so I guess that's another world first for Night's Watch. having over 3 million medals on their house. I'm gonna look and see where we're at. Because we're right on their heels. We're chasing them in the rearview. They're looking in the rearview mirror and seeing us, because we're at like 2,600,000 and something right now. So we're not very far away from actually breaking that 3 million barrier either. Honestly, I think we would have been there already, but we may have even beat them, and if we didn't have to remake our alliance in the early days of the Legendary Assault, because we went for like a month where we didn't have Legendary Assault because our house was bugged, and other people kept telling me, bro, we've got Legendary Assault, why don't you have it? And I was like, oh, I don't know. And I got desperate, and I had somebody I knew make a house for me in a different region, and then I assumed control of it and renamed it Three-Eyed Ravens, and it actually worked. Our house was bugged for some reason, and we didn't get Legendary Assault content, but in that new one we did. So yeah, it just popped up, and it's just like, hey, play Legendary Assault. I'm like, great, thanks a lot for making me waste like over 1 million medals that we already had built up, because we had been a house since like before release, honestly. So yeah, so we would have probably already been there as well. But grats to Night's Watch, because they're legitimately the one that can say they've got there first, I think. It's hard to say without a leaderboard to be able to look at, but I'm just gonna put my money on them being first in the world to do that, because I know how powerful they are, and that they're usually the ones that are breaking those barriers for us to show us that this content's possible. They're regularly putting down 10 skull dragons every day right now, so they're doing awesome. We'll be there soon though. Three-Eyed Ravens is no joke. We are legit. I'll go ahead and say while I'm at it too that I am entertaining applications for membership to Three-Eyed Ravens, and this is the last stage. So we got all those sweet hero shards and those green tokens. My lord, we've done it. My goods have passed Walder Frey unnoticed. All right, let's do it. You've proven yourself a loyal ally again. I'm happy to pay you your worth. So that was the unpaid debt trial. We worked through it today together, and you saw it took me about, I think it was 2 energy refills I had to spend to get through it. I didn't start with a full energy allotment. I didn't start with all 37. I think I had like 28 when I started. So I don't know if I could have got through it with just one. I'd have to do the math on the energy cost to see, but 2 is about how many you're going to have to spend depending on how big your energy pool is. If you're a new player and you have a lower energy pool because you haven't leveled your main account up too much, you may have to do more than 2, but for most of us, 2 energy refills will get you through it. So that's really cool. Hey, what's this? We got a message. Oh, okay. Yeah, we've seen this already. This is something that was going on. They put Kristen Cole in the Battle of the Bastards event draw pool. I don't know why they did that, because he's basically a Rook's Rest character, but honestly, if you want to know the truth, I think it was a mistake and they just went with it. So yeah. Good on them. Let them do whatever, it's their game. But anyway, I did want to say that we as a house are really close to that 3 million medal barrier as well. As you can see, we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 skull dragons. We're doing really good. As a house, we're smashing this stuff, so we're going to be on 10 skull in no time. And then that's the top end of the content. So we'll basically, once we go there, we'll just sit there and wait, and do them every day and get those sweet rewards. We have figured out that there are legendary gear drops in the higher level dragons. Whenever you get to the point that you get... Whoops, that's not what I wanted to show. Whenever you get to the point that you start to get these black chests on your rewards list, you'll know that these have a chance to drop legendary gear. We have discovered from some of the great houses out there. They've sent us the information showing us the legendary drops they've gotten. And on Tin Skull, you get 3 black chests. You get 1 for 3% or more damage. You get 1 for being number 2 or number 3, and you get 1 for being number 1. So anybody that gets 3% or more damage can get this one as a black one on Tin Skull, and then you got 2 for the top 3 hitters on your damage list to get the option to get these chests too. So that's really sweet. And so it's really important to get that top level of content pushed so you can get there and get the chance to get those sweet rewards, because right now the only place you can get legendary gear is events, except for 8, 9, and 10 skull dragons. So if your alliance can get to 8, 9, and 10, you have a chance to get legendary gear out of those black chests. So that's why it's so important to push that content. Three-Eyed Ravens is entertaining the possibility of having 1 member added to our ranks right now. We're at 30 of 30, but I do have a spot that I'm toying with going ahead and filling, because I have a member that is going on a trip for over a month, and he said he wasn't sure if he was going to have internet access or not. So I'm probably going to replace him for now, and then we'll see what happens. So if you're somebody that is 500,000 power or more, then please apply. I honestly do not want to talk to anyone that's under 500,000 power, because the level of content that we're at with these 9 and 10 skull dragons is just too intense. You will not survive. So it's not even worth anyone's time to take in a member that's 350, 400, 450. So if you're not over 500,000 power, and if you do not have a really strong legendary assault team, I'm looking for green team compositions to add into the mix. That is my preference as far as what's doing well on the boards right now. If you have a very strong ice team, I will consider you, but I'm more interested in adding a member with a really strong green team. So if that's you, private message me. Look for a link to my description for a link to my Discord in my description of my video, and I'll talk to you about that. So thank you for watching my content. Thank you for doing the unpaid debt trial with me today. We got this sucker knocked out and got all those sweet rewards, and it was fun. Thanks for doing it. Thanks for watching my content. I hope you have a good day. Hope you have the opportunity to have fun in Game of Thrones Legends today, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.